Well, everybody knows who watches this show that we always start off with some memorabilia. You got two pieces today that are pretty darn amazing. Let's look at them right now. This one's not so great, but it's not terrible. It's a 1988 media guide. How much would that be worth today? I mean, you know what happened in 1988. There's all the guys right there. It's a media guide. Now, you could have bought these in 1988. I forget what the price was. You know, $5 or $10, you get a media guide. Here's something you probably haven't seen. Are you ready for this? This is the 1988 postseason media guide. This is a huge book. And it was put out at the end of the season right before the playoffs and the World Series. And it's pretty darn amazing because you don't see these. These are not for sale. These are only insiders in the press and media. And of course, I was lucky enough to get one from my good buddy Mark Langell, the team historian. But pretty darn cool. Oh, look at that shot of Gibson. But anyway, these are pretty nice. And I just found a bunch of 1988 memorabilia. So if we make the World Series this year, I'm going to show you my World Series tickets from Game 1 and Game 2. But for right now, let's start the show with a little spacey kind of countdown, shall we?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hit it.
0.
Play ball! It's time for Dodger Baseball.
Well, wait a minute. Not yet. They're off today. Today's Monday, July 1st. Happy Monday, everybody. Yeah, give a crowd cheer for Monday on July 1st. It's summer Monday, so it's a good kind of a Monday. Anyway, I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers. And like I said, the 1st of July. This is a show where we'll show you some memorabilia, play a home run call or two, check out an injury report. Not today, we won't do that. Do some fun stuff, including shout-outs. Got a bag of them today. This date in Dodger history, some quick hit trivia, and other cool stuff. So hang with us right here, and let's talk Dodgers. Shall we? Okay. All right. Happy July. Okay, we're now just a tad more than halfway through the season. And the Dodgers still sit atop the NL West at 52-33. That's 7.5 games ahead of the Padres. Wait, 10.5 games ahead of the Diamondbacks. Yeah, wait, and 11 games still ahead of the hated ones, the Giants, whom we lost 2 out of 3 to over the weekend. But we're not talking about that. Yes, we lost the series to the hated ones. We only won 1 game. But what a game it was that we won. I mean, that was a pretty crazy game. First time in 70 years, 1954, yeah, that's 70 years, that a Dodger team came back with 7 runs in an extra inning game. And wow, it's pretty crazy that they did that. On August 29th, 1954, a Dodger lineup which featured 5 future Hall of Famers had the biggest extra inning eruption in Dodger history. They scored 8 runs in the 11th inning against the Milwaukee Braves in a 12-4 victory. Well, on Saturday this past weekend, the 2024 Dodgers trailed early by 3 runs, came back to beat the Giants 14-7 in 11 innings in San Francisco. The Dodgers scored 7 runs in the 11th. That's an LA Dodger record for most runs scored in an extra inning. That's crazy. Meanwhile, in yesterday's loss to the Giants, the only Dodger to hit a home run was CT3. Let's hear that one right now. Chris Taylor in the 5th inning. Do it.
Chris Taylor. Driven to center field. Matos going back. Out of room. Gone. Chris Taylor with a home run to center field. And the Dodgers on the board.
Yeah. Cool. I love that. It was good to see CT3. And, you know, it sounds like, and it looks like he's getting his swing back after the last few games he's played, and actually the last 2 weeks or so. He's looked like he's figured his swing out. I hope so. CT3, we're going to need you, buddy, in this stretch run. So get healthy, get that swing back. I want to see you hitting more than a buck or two, okay? I want to see you hitting like 260 or something. Let's go. Get it together. All right. We're not going to do the Dodgers have not updated their injury report situations in a few days, so we're going to hold off on that till the next show. You've all heard the latest things that are going on with them. Anyway, Nobody's coming back this second, so don't worry about it. Kirsch should be back after the All-Star break. All right, fun stuff. Well, it's all fun because it's a podcast. Former Dodger, this is fun. I just found this out this morning. Former Dodger closer and 2003 National League Cy Young Award winner Eric Gagne. Remember him? Showed you his towel the other day. Well, he's going to throw out the honorary first pitch just prior to the Dodgers matchup against the Diamondbacks on Wednesday, July 3rd. That's a day after tomorrow at 7:10. And why is he doing it that day? That marks the 20th anniversary of Gagne's recording his 84th save in a row. Remember that? I was there for that stuff, man. Yep. Saw his 84th and 85th, I think. Anyway, great stuff. Also, I think I told you this last time, but it's worth repeating in case you didn't hear it. I found a station inside of YouTube. It's a YouTube station. Features over 150 full-length radio broadcasts of Dodger baseball from Brooklyn and Los Angeles. That's a lot of games in their entirety with commercials and everything. I might have a dozen of them myself already, but that's pretty cool. I might lift a few more. Let me know if you wish to have any of those games, because I'll send you some. I know how to get them out of there and put them on MP3. All right, let's do some shout-outs. We got some important ones today. Now, I don't know about you. Everybody thinks that Pantone 294 is the only Dodger organization or spin-off organization, not really part of the Dodgers, that is a huge fan group of the Dodgers. Wrong. Since I've been doing this podcast, I found out about another great group, and I'm going to give a shout-out to the group and one guy in it right now today. First of all, big hellos, big kudos, and big shout-outs to the Bay Area Dodgers. Wait a minute. For showing up in great numbers over the weekend. All three games I saw, sea of blue at Oracle Park. So thank you for representing up there. You guys did a great job. Shout out to all the Bay Area Dodgers. That's what they're called. And if you live in the Bay Area and you're a Dodger fan, you don't know about them, go into their Facebook page, Bay Area Dodgers. Join up because they're always going to games together. So hang out with them. Dodgers did a great job of representing the Dodgers in the blue up there in Oracle Park. I know a lot of those guys and gals personally. They're so passionate about the Dodgers, just like we are. And I have a special shout out for this guy because he's from the Bay Area and he asked me a very good question. I'm going to answer it in just a few minutes. Paul S. from the Bay Area Dodgers, shout out. Have an answer for you in a second or two, pal. Masaki B, Aaron G, Scott L, Chris C, Ray Dean B, Lacey C, Barry A, Mark B, and you and me, and Fox Cali, because he is El Zorro. Thanks to everybody watching Let's Talk Dodgers. And hey guys, thanks for watching. Oh, no phone calls while we're on the air. Sorry, can't take it now. We'll talk to you in a few minutes. All right, I think that's Paul. Give a shout out to Paul. Not Paul S, Paul D. Both Pauls get him. All right, thanks for watching. Tell all your friends to watch. Like us on Facebook. Hit the subscribe button in YouTube. We're always talking Dodgers in here. Doesn't matter if it's a holiday or not, that's for sure. Go Blue. Also, if you have fan mail, you can toss it here on the Facebook page, write a comment or two in the YouTube page, or you can write to letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. And anybody that writes to letstalkdodgers@gmail.com has their choice. Either a Dodger picture of any Dodger that ever existed, if I have one, and I probably have one, or any home run call by Vince Scully from the last 20 years, or his last 15 years he was doing it, or in the last 5 years of the other guys doing it, Joe Davis, anybody, any of your favorite Dodger home run calls in the last 20 years, I'll send you one. How's that? Along with a picture or your choice, both or one or whatever. All right, let's do this day in Dodger history, and we'll keep moving. We'll have an answer for Paul S. pretty soon. This day in Dodger history, July 1st, I got one for you with a little audio to go with it. This is going to be fun. On this date, July 1st, back in 2011, it's not that far ago. It's not that long ago. In the 7th inning of a 5-0 interleague victory over the Angels in Anaheim Stadium, D. Gordon, remember him? D. Gordon steals second base, steals third base, and then completes the stolen base cycle by swiping home. The Dodgers shortstop became the 40th major leaguer ever to accomplish the trifecta in the same inning. Let's hear that play right now. D. Gordon stealing home after second and third. Here we go.
And there goes Gwynn. A pitch inside. It's a rundown. Gordon is halfway to the plate. Here he comes to the plate. He scores. Down to second goes Gwynn. And the Dodgers running the Angels a little daffy. And now I think Scioscia's going to come out and argue about Gwynn being ruled safe at second base.
That's funny. Anyway, that was cool. Anyway, I wish they would have put in that clip all 3 of those bases that he stole, but they didn't do that. Maybe we'll look those up. Could be. All right, let's get to stats of the day. We got a ton of things here. Stats of the day. Well, as you know, the last couple of weeks or so, whenever Miguel Rojas, Miggy Ro, got a hit in a game, the Dodgers were whatever and 0. Well, now they're 24-1 because we lost that one game yesterday. But it's still a neat statistic. And keep up the great work, Miggy, because you're doing a great job. He's now batting. Are you sitting down? He's now batting 297. Miguel Rojas is batting 297. That's wild. Anyway, let's see what else we can tell you. Oh, Freddie still has more doubles than Ohtani. He's got 24. Shohei's got 21. Our other stat of the day, including Saturday, the Dodgers now have 17 comeback wins this season. That's remarkable. 17 come from behind wins. Wow. Let's do our Jack in the Box Jumbo Jack watch. As you know, anytime the Dodger pitching staff records 7 strikeouts in a game or more, we get free Jumbo Jacks the next day. So far this season, 7 or more Ks has been taken place 61 out of 85 times. That's good for a 72% average. Wow, that's pretty good. So far, they've played 52% of their season. That leaves 48% left. So we're a little tad over half the season. The All-Star Game's coming fast. Hope you've all voted in the second round now, which began yesterday on Sunday. All right, we got some quick hit trivia, and then we're going to answer some questions here. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Quick hit trivia for the day, and we'll give you the answer in a few minutes. I'll give you a multiple choice on this one. Which future Dodger Rookie of the Year made his debut as a pinch runner? I'll repeat that. Which future Dodger Rookie of the Year made his debut as a pinch runner? Was it A, Jackie Robinson? Was it B, Eric Karros? Was it C, Corey Seager? Or was it D, Jim Lefevre? All those guys were future Rookies of the Year when they first started, but which one of them debuted as a pinch runner? We'll give you the answer in just a few minutes. All right, here's where we answer a question from Paul S., who had it with the Bay Area Dodgers. By the way, once again, shout out for the Bay Area Dodgers and Paul S. for being there. You guys did a great job showing off the blue in Oracle Park. Thumbs up. All right. Paul was worried about this. So over the last couple of seasons, Paul, in case you haven't seen our show before, we always tell you where you can watch Dodger games for free. Okay? He cut the cord, doesn't know where to watch. All right? Okay. So here's what you do. There are 3 different possibilities. Write these down, Paul. There's a betting site, an offshore betting site in Iran called MLB66.IR. The IR stands for Iran. Okay. It's not the greatest, but you can watch games on it. Anytime the game shows up during the live time it's being shown, sometimes repeats, mostly it's just live. During the game, MLB66.IR. Go to that website. But hopefully you have good malware stuff on your computer so that you won't catch anything. So you have to have good security because there's a few bugs in that website. But generally you won't get hurt by it. Now, recently this year, we found out about another 2 great sites you can use, and you don't have to go overseas for that one, for this one. First one's a very cool one. It's also free. It's called MLB Streams, and you'll find it at this URL address. So write this down, www.mlbwebcast.com. That's www.mlbwebcast.com. When you go in there, you click on our game when it's going on, only when it starts. It's got to be live. Maybe pre, but they usually don't show pre-game or post-game. So go in when it's live, click our game that you're looking for, and this you can use this tomorrow. And then go down this. You'll go down. You'll see our game listed. Click the gray watch button. It'll say watch right on it. WATCH. Click the gray watch button for our game. Then it'll take you to another screen that has 2 screens on it. What you do is you go down to the second screen on the page. Show you a little screen like this. Click that and it'll start playing. If you get the wrong feed, like we're playing the D-backs tomorrow, if you get the D-back feed from Arizona, there's at the top of the key there, at the top of that one screen, you'll see an away and home button. Fiddle with those and see if you get the right one. You might have to hit the home button to get our feed, to get tomorrow. Or you might have to hit the away button. You don't know. It works differently each time. But hit those buttons at the top, see if you get the right feed. Either way, it should work. Now, there's one other way you can watch free, and it's right there in Facebook where you were, Paul. Write this down. And if you don't see it and you can't find it, write to me personally at Let's Talk Dodger, and I will invite you. It's called Blue Live Stream. What it is a guy you know what? I don't know if you can hear this. I haven't checked the audio on this yet. Oh, well. There's a guy that broadcasts all the game on a regular page that's secret called Blue Live Stream. And it shows what else? Dodger games. And did I mention they're free? They're free. And also, he does show a little bit of extra stuff once in a while. Once in a while, he'll replay a game. Usually they disappear after they're over, so you got to catch them while they're on. So that's the answer. And if you missed any of this, just rewind this or just write to me and we'll invite you to Blue Live Stream. Okay, let's get you out to the ballpark. D-backs are in town tomorrow night. Tuesday, July 2nd, is going to be Bobby Miller going to the Hill with his 1-1 record and his 6.75 ERA. He's going up against Ryan Nelson, 5-6 with a 5.69 ERA. That's a 7-10er on SNLA and around the country on MLB Network. So Cheryl, if you're watching up in Washington State, MLB Network might have the game tomorrow. Check it out. Also Wednesday, July 3rd, Gavin Stone and his 9-2 record and his 2.73 ERA. He goes up against Jordan Montgomery, who's 6-5 with a 6.03 ERA. We had to beat the heck out of those guys. And let's see. That's a 6:03. No, excuse me. That's a, what time is that game? That's a 6:10 game. Or is it the same? No, I think it's the same. Let's go take a look. See, now you got me flustered. I think it's a 7:10 game. Let's look and see what the Dodgers have. Sometimes we do these live because we don't know ourselves. Didn't write that one down, did we? Let's take a look. Okay, tomorrow's game is, well, now wait a minute. Okay, tomorrow's game is 7:10. Yeah, Wednesday's also 7:10. Thursday's game is 6:10. All right, everybody get that? Okay, so 7:10 Tuesday and Wednesday with Jordan Montgomery, Gavin Stone Wednesday. July 4th, the 4th of July, with all the fireworks and everything. It's going to be Landon Black. He's 1-1 with a 2.08 ERA. That's pretty good. And Zach Gallen, he's 6-4 with a 2.83 ERA for the D-backs. That's a 6-10er. That's a 6:10 game. SNLA has that one. So, and maybe MLB Network. I don't know. Check again. And on Friday, the Brewers come to town. So that's going to be it. Bobby Miller, Gavin Stone, Landon Black. There's your lineup for the D-backs series coming up starting tomorrow. Everybody get that? Okay. And speaking of those D-backs, what do you think of those D-backs?
The hell with the Arizona Diamondbacks.
That's what I say. We beat those guys with our eyes closed. All right. Let's give you the answer to the quick hit trivia from a few minutes ago. A few moments ago, we asked you which future Dodger Rookie of the Year made his debut as a pinch runner. Well, that narrows it down because he's got to be a Rookie of the Year. Was it A, Jackie Robinson, B, Eric Karros, C, Corey Seager, or D, Jim Lefevre? Anybody get it? It was Eric Karros. Yeah. Early 90s. Eric Karros was the man. Started as a pinch runner. Okay, we'll have some more of those next time. Other cool stuff? Yes. In case you missed it, I told you this the other day. On the front page of the top of the Dodgers YouTube channel, yes, they have one. You go to youtube.com/Dodgers. They're still featuring the complete 25-minute episode of Backstage Dodgers, where they celebrate the 10th anniversary of Clayton Kershaw's no-no by showing highlights from that game. It's a half-hour show. You'll love it. It's great. No commercials when you watch it at the top of the youtube.com/Dodgers page. Very cool. So don't miss that one. All right. Also, second round of voting for the All-Star team just started yesterday, June 30th. Don't forget to vote for Dodger All-Stars. All right. There's a few guys involved. Listen to all those other great Dodger and baseball podcasts. As I've said earlier, if you're watching from outside California or Northern California, like Paul S. and the Bay Area Dodgers, well, just whip out your phone, and if you're sick of my podcast, go to where you get your podcasts online and go pick up the one that says Dodger Talk. That's it right there with David Vassay and Tim Cates. And they'll give you all the pre- and post-game interviews. They'll even separate the interviews, and they'll play Dodger Talk without any commercials, which is uber cool. All right. And also Mookie Betts is still, he's hurt, I know, but he's still doing his podcast. It's called On Base with Mookie Betts. This is another great podcast. He interviews some major league player on our team or usually another team for about 45 minutes. That's pretty cool, too. And he only has like one or two commercials, so that's pretty nice. All right, let's see what else we got here for you today. Don't forget, I also tend to leave some pretty cool Dodger content about the team on our Facebook page. And from time to time, it's some pretty nice stuff, so you better check back often. Let's see, we're going to probably be back with you at the end of the D-back series, probably maybe the 5th of July. I don't know. We'll see if we can wangle something there. Maybe Friday morning or late. Let's see. Yeah, maybe July 4th or maybe probably the 5th. Probably the 5th. Everybody's still Silver Day on the 4th. So the 5th we'll have another. By the beginning of the weekend, we'll have something good for you. All right? All right, that's going to do it. Anyway, I'm Randy Hugar. Come on back, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. And we'll talk again soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks, Paul S. Thanks to the Bay Area Dodgers again for doing a great job up in the San Francisco Bay Area. We love you guys.
For Dodger baseball.
And what do we think about those Diamondbacks?
The hell with the Arizona Diamondbacks.
That's right. See you guys next time right here on Let's Talk Dodgers. Bye-bye.